Hey folks, how you doing? This is Reverend Wayne S. Pierce right here for the Wayne S. Pierce Show podcast. Not going to be live today. I know it's I'm usually on Friday at noon Pacific, 3 Eastern, but I wanted to get this podcast in as soon as I possibly could and give you a shorter version of the Wayne S. Pierce Show podcast. I'm usually broadcasting live and usually for an hour, but I'm only going to be a little while here, possibly a half hour. I may go over. I don't know. I may do an hour. Who knows? I don't know. It's whatever is on my mind. And it's Friday the 18th of April, 2014. There's a lot of things going on. Harry Reid just said that all the protesters that were out at the Bundy Ranch in Bunkerville are domestic terrorists, and Harry Reid's a total douchebag, idiot, commie. So there we go. That's not my only opinion on that, but you can come check out what I'm going to say on the Views Express Live today at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern on Spreaker.com, on freeamericaradio.us, and on wakingupthemasses.com. Please check out some more podcasts over at the Wayne S. Pierce Show.weebly.com, and check out that page as well. Lots of things going on today. Like I said, I want to make this brief because since there's, a ton of stuff going on, and since there's just a huge plethora of news out there concerning Harry Reid, I do want to clarify a statement that I made yesterday on the Views Express Live. And I know that I get excited at times, and I sometimes get a little loud, and sometimes get angry and say things, but I don't apologize for what I say. I apologize for how I say it, because I know that how I deliver certain things in the way that I do may or may not turn you off. I know that it does drive people crazy when I'm overly excited and passionate about what I believe. And so it is something that I needed to do and clarify that I don't apologize for what it is I say, nor the content of my message, but I do apologize for the way that I say it, because sometimes it can be, as the old adage is, as the old word is, it can be off-putting. Yes, so I turn people away sometimes. Facts are facts, folks. They always have been. They always will be. There's nothing that's going to change about that. And the only way you're going to figure it out is if you go out and figure it out. I can give you the guides. I can give you the websites. I can give you the magazines. I can give you name it. But I can't make you read it. I can't make you hear it. You've got to do that on your own, So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, no question is off limits. Please ask me anything you like. If I don't know, I will tell you I don't know. I don't mind that. If you have things you want to tell me, that's fine too. You can go to the Wayne S. Pierce Show.weebly.com to check out that site. And if you want to help out and sponsor the Wayne S. Pierce Show, you can do that. There is a way to do that on the website at the Wayne S. Pierce Show.weebly.com. You can also go to the Views Expressed Live page, which is at freeamericaradio.us, and donate what you can to help out Free America Radio Network. So I shall return in just a moment, and we will get started here. What we see is not always the truth. Lies, deceit, cover-ups. This is the world we live in. It is not reality. It is distorted reality. Distorted Reality with Nick Tucker. Distorted Reality with Nick Tucker on Facebook and distortedreality.podbean.com. Welcome back, folks. How y'all doing? I do have some questions. Yes, always filled with questions. Always have questions about something, one thing or another. My question is, to you, what's your stance on the Second Amendment? And you see, down there at the Bundy Ranch in Bunkerville, Nevada, this whole situation that has gone on has now been opened up to a lot more concerning Senator Harry Reid and his son Rory and a $5 billion plan, which apparently fell through last year due to the NV Energy's NV Energy's involvement and their disagreements they have with ENN Energy Group out of China. So you may want to go look that up. But what is your stance on the Second Amendment? Because in Bunkerville, down by the Bundy Ranch, there were people there from all over the United States, from New Hampshire, from Texas, from Michigan, from Washington State, from Utah, Arizona, that came up, from California actually, came up and were armed and literally were peaceful and responsible. I want to stress that because there's a lot of news stories out there that say otherwise. But they were there to protect a family, their fellow citizen, a rancher who had a beef, had a disagreement with the county, had a disagreement with the federal government, had a disagreement with the BLM, the Bureau of Land Management, which, of course, brings me back to the question, what is your stance on the Second Amendment when you are responsible, when you know what's there, when you understand the ramifications of you being in a position or a situation where you are wearing a sidearm, then you'll know. The things that I understand are that I know how to be responsible with a firearm. I grew up around them. I know what they are. Okay? Facts are facts, folks. If you have never been around a firearm, you don't know. And if you get freaked out just by looking at one, oh my God, they're irresponsible, look at that, and you get all wild and crazy, and people are, pissed off at the fact that you're walking around with a firearm. They think you're going to go, bat crap crazy and start shooting the place up. Well, that is the stupidest thing that anyone can ever think of, and the only people thinking about that is the far left liberal libtards, progressives that want to take your guns. That is why I ask, what is your stance on the Second Amendment? The BLM was out there at Bunkerville trying to take land. It was a massive land grab, probably perpetrated by Senator Harry Reid. But let me fill you in on the background on the Bureau of Land Management. It's up on the Wayne S. Pierce Show Facebook page. The BLM is actually a subcorporation of the United States Incorporated, a private foreign-owned offshore corporation since its last incorporation in 1925, copyrighted, trademarked, and registered in Puerto Rico under the Reorganization Act of Washington District of Columbia by its own private business charter. Neither the BLM nor any other federal corporate agency has lawful legal authority, jurisdiction, or interstate nexus within the 50-state geographical landmass. BLM is actually classified as an, quote, agent of foreign principal, unquote, under the Intergovernmental Personnel Act. In other words, they don't represent the constitutional republic or the interests of the American people, but rather a foreign-owned private, i.e. the international banking military corporate cartel of London City, England, known as Crown Corporation, as their supreme authority. This has been openly admitted and exposed through Supreme Court cases since and even before 1938. Anybody want to dispute that? Anybody have a rebuttal against that? Because let me tell you something right now. You far-left liberal loons, you far-left libtards, you Marxist criminals, you fascist thugs, that organization that you send out to try to grab land from a rancher in southern Nevada, you people will be dealt with accordingly. With as much power as you bring to take land, we the people will triple that power to stop you. That's just the way it is. And I know a lot of people that are going to be really pissed off by me saying that. But here's something that I think we all can agree with. Now, I asked you what your stance is on the Second Amendment. Well, I'm going to point my finger in the face of those far-left liberal libtards, those progressives and fascists, and people that believe in enslaving all of the citizens of the United States, and I'm going to ask you this. Do you believe our Second Amendment will protect you? Because let me tell you why I ask that. Because at some point your bosses are going to get tired and just willy-nilly look at you and say, well, I think you're done. Your services are no longer needed. And so they'll kick you out and chew you up and spit you out just like everything else they've done. And then you're going to be without a home. You're going to be without an organization. You're going to be without backing. You're going to be on your own. And frankly, I will be there to protect your First and Second Amendment rights, even though you were on the other side of that line drawn in the sand. You are now not part of them. You are now independent. But it doesn't matter. I will be there to protect you and your family and your First and Second Amendment rights and your constitutionally and your Constitution and all of that. But again, you have to decide what side of the line you're on. I've seen pictures where German police, in front of protesters and in front of their own government leaders, dropped their protective gear in the streets and sided with the people. I've seen it all over the place. I've seen pictures, I've read articles, it's all there, folks. Well, why would you want to protect somebody that tried to kill you 6 months ago? Because now they're the hunted. Now they, even though they have been brainwashed many, many times over with neuro-linguistic programming, now they're no longer needed for the opposition's purpose. And they are now sent packing. But they're a human being, and they have families. And it is our obligation to peacefully go out and to do what we can to protect them. It is our responsibility to adhere to the principles of the foundations of the United States of America. Is it not? When I get back from this short break, I will read you something that I think might help you decide what side you want to be on. I'll be right back after this. This is Reverend Wayne S. Pierce from the Views Expressed. Come join me Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern on Spreaker.com. Government cover-ups, corruption, illegal wars, NSA spying, CIA-funded operations. What more do you need to know about what is happening in the United States of America? The elites are actively pursuing the total collapse of the United States of America by using false flag events to further erode the foundations of this country and to destroy the Constitution and the Bill of Rights of the United States of America. Take a stand. Defend your liberties and freedoms. FreeAmericaRadio.us. Welcome back, folks. How you doing? This is the Wayne S. Pierce Show for the 18th of April, 2014. Thank you for listening to me. I want to remind you that I got another show. It's called The Views Expressed Live, and it's on Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. And I want you guys to join me. I want to hear from you. I want to know what's going on in your area. I'm broadcasting from behind enemy lines in FEMA Region 9, is what I say. And in the biggest little city in the world, Reno, Nevada. So, I'm in Reno. Where are you? Let me know what's going on. I want to talk about what's happening in your area. And if you write articles, or if you write articles or have a show on Spreaker or whatever network you're on, or if you have a website, a blog, whatever it is, send that information to me and I'll promote the crap out of it. I'll just promote it, every single day, But I need to know what that is. Best way to let me know what that is to email me at freeamericaradio@usa.com. freeamericaradio@usa.com. And I'll promote you big time. All right. Now you can go to thewaynesPierceShow.weebly.com for more information, and if you want to sponsor the show, you can. The rates are there. I don't want to give you false information, folks. Let me go to the website and tell you. If you go to the website, you go to a little drop-down menu. It says More. And you drop-down menu there. Go to the sponsors page, and those rates are good right there. That's what you pay, nothing more than that. So, and either you can send me a script, or you can send me an audio clip of you doing your own voiceover for what you do if you want advertising on my network, on the Free America Radio Network, on the Wayne S. Pierce Show, or the Views Express Live. And so that's a little behind the scenes there for you. So those rates at the WayneSPierceShow.weebly.com site are, that's it. That's all you're paying. That's it. It's it. You're probably wondering, what? Why? Whoa. Can you find any rates that are as good as that? You know what I'm saying? So, or if you don't want to do that, and I already closed it out, I'm sorry, I'm just having a good time here, folks. It's Friday. If you don't want to do that, you can go to the WayneSPierceShow.weebly.com site, and you can scroll on down, and you'll see a donate button, and you can either donate, and we do accept Bitcoins as well. So if you just want to donate and help out the Free America Radio Network, the Wayne S. Pierce Show, that's awesome. Appreciate you doing that. So either way, you got choices, unlike what the Washington, D.C. gives you, okay? So you can do that. You can also go check out some other shows as well. I have I have a great deal of respect for this guy because he's right on with everything. And go check out Distorted Reality with Nick Tucker on Facebook. That's his Facebook page. And go check out distortedreality.podbean.com and check that one out as well. You can also check out Bob Brutus, who hosts Waking Up the Masses at wakingupthemasses.com. And he also hosts the show Kicking the Capstone. You can also catch that show on wakingupthemasses.com as well. Check out Brian Lang, Live Truth Radio on wakingupthemasses.com. And also go to his Facebook page is Live Truth 911. Awesome show. There's just so many different shows out there. You can go to Revolution Radio, which is over in freedomslips.com. Go to Studio B to listen to Brian Keller, the BK Factor, or BK Factor. Great show, great host. It's a well-rounded view of different perspectives, and that's what I like to share with people. I don't have all the answers, and if I do have the answers, I'm not going to give you a silver platter answer, because I would like you to take what I have, what I give, what I talk about, and I want you to go look this stuff up yourself. Yeah, don't believe me. Trust and verify is what I keep hearing. So if you don't trust what I'm saying, go out and look it up yourself, because the only thing that's true is what's true for you as you see it. That's just the way it is. You can hear me and you might think, oh, this guy's, one of those conspiracy theorists. Oh, really? Well, then go out and find it yourself. I tell people that sometimes as well. If you think you can do better, do better. I'm not perfect. I don't have all the answers. I don't claim to have all the answers. I just have what I have. So, yeah, go check out all those shows I mentioned earlier. And also, check out Diana and Wayne's Grab Bag Potpourri Talk Show. That's exactly what it is, folks. A grab bag of information. And that's Fridays at 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. There's so many things going on, folks, that I swear to goodness. Things change every 5 minutes, it seems like. So, hey, folks, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go away now. And hopefully you can join me on the Views Express live, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, on freeamericaradio.us or on wakingupthemasses.com and broadcasting throughout the Chickamauga, Georgia area on 1610 AM. So if you have questions, I got answers. Just ask me anything you like. If I don't know, I'll tell you I don't know. So email me, freeamericaradio@usa.com, freeamericaradio@usa.com. The website is freeamericaradio.us.